there was no spark, there's no spark anymore. What do you mean? Like, I really doubt that sales will be replaced by AI. Ukrainian women are more like, I'm a woman, you're a man.
Take care of me.
There are roles. I take care of the house, I can take care of my family, the kids. I made already a mistake leaving. In Poland, for example, women are extremely independent, but still they really have huge appreciation for family.
So now with social media, people that don't give attention to people that much. I've seen people like
3 seconds.
Yeah.
4 seconds of attention.
And then
it was sad that I left Poznan because here I really felt like at home.
You see a beautiful lady, you approach her, you talk to her, you get her number, and then buonasera a tutti. Today I'm with Pasquale Antezza. He's an Italian DJ, salesman. He's been living in Poland for 20 years. He lived across Europe. He lived in Germany, Czech Republic, and Ukraine.
Yes.
And he settled in Poland. Today we're gonna hear his story. First of all, thank you so much for agreeing to do the video.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
And also, today we're going to celebrate the New Year's Eve. Together, yeah.
You will see the,
the DJ,
artistic
soul. Yeah. So you're from Matera.
Yes.
It's the oldest inhabited city in the world. How was it there, growing up in that city?
It was very nice. I was living in a town that at that time was not popular at all. So it was definitely very routine type of life. But I'm from this generation, in which I grew up in the 90s. So it was a lot of fun, playing still outside,
yes,
close to your neighborhood, in the neighborhood, and having friends. So it was nice. I had to. My hometown, as I said, was not very popular, so I really had to explain even to Italians where it was.
And it's a big deal for Italians.
And now it's like when I say it, everybody understands immediately.
So it became more like a touristic place right now.
It became throughout the years, But before it wasn't at all a tourist place.
And then how did you end up in Poland? Where did you study at first? Did you study in Italy, or you just went directly?
Like most of Europeans these days, people coming from European Union actually. I had the possibility of doing Erasmus, so I studied in Finland as well. But obviously my university was in Italy, in Abruzzo.
For how long?
In Pescara.
How long did you spend in Finland?
1 semester abroad, and I loved it really. It was my first time abroad as well. So I had to learn really a lot of things as well. But it was definitely something that I really wanted to do.
So when you went from Italy to Finland, what's the first thing that shocked you, or something that is super different than Italy?
Well, obviously the very first thing that hits your eye is the weather.
The weather,
it's very extreme. But in Finland they are very well organized. So they teach you how to survive, because it's really about survival sometimes. But they're very well organized, to be honest. I learned really a lot from them as well, how to be very well organized in my job as well, even though I was still a student. But even, with those students there, it was quite hard to keep up. They were very good. They speak English as, I wouldn't even say a second language. It's more like native, very, very high level. And then the second thing is that they may seem like very closed people, very reserved and so on. But in reality, they really know how to evaluate real friendship. And this was also something that I learned from them, because not everybody is a friend.
Yeah, I mean, there are drinking buddies, acquaintances, but you cannot call them friends. A friend is someone who you find in the bad times first, rather than the good times, right?
Yeah, it's someone very precious, unfortunately rare too, but that's definitely like that. It's not everybody is a friend.
Yeah, and from Finland, where did you go?
From Finland, I went to do my internship
Internship, yeah.
in Berlin, in Germany.
Okay.
And once it was over, that's how I encountered Poland, let's say, because I had this possibility. At that time, Germany was not doing very well economically, so I
Really?
didn't really keep my job.
Uh-huh.
And I got an opportunity to work here in Poznan
Yeah.
as well, 20 years ago.
Wow.
So it was my second job.
Wow, in
basically.
Poznan. 20 years ago. How was Poland 20 years ago if you compare it to 2026 now?
So 20 years ago, it means actually 21 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Because it means when Poland was about to join EU, but it was still not in the EU.
Oh.
Yes, I remember I had to pass the borders with my passport. Yeah, there was passport control and so on. Poland in general obviously improved dramatically. Yeah, and I could see it when I came back. Yeah, especially because I lived 20 years ago only for 3 years. Yeah,
And then you went.
and then I went to Ukraine, then Czech Republic, and then I came back here.
What did you do in Ukraine?
In Ukraine, I had this possibility of really working and be more like a businessman, a salesman, and this benefited me enormously. I kind of was sad that I left Poznan because here I really felt like at home with the friends and everybody. In Ukraine, it was pretty much the same, but it was a little bit harder in the beginning. Instead, in Poland, I immediately felt like at home. I don't know why, actually.
Yeah. So you were doing business in Ukraine. At that time, I think not so many people were speaking English.
Nobody. So it was very good for me. Actually, there was the reason why the company sent me there. It was an Italian company. It was because, they wanted to... nobody wanted to go there. But there was a very huge potential. I was working for an agricultural machinery company. Yeah. So in Ukraine, agribusiness is very important. Agriculture. But I always kept my ties with the culture. So Italian culture and so on. I was also organizing events for Italian language
in
and
Ukraine.
so on. Yeah. I loved it. Yeah. I was having parties also as well.
Oh, back then in Ukraine,
singing, dancing, like.
I think you were one of the first few who did it there at that time.
Yes, well, obviously there weren't many foreigners. Also because the average salary was not very high. If you go there, either you work for a huge international company or for an NGO. Yeah.
NGO, that's all.
That's basically the jobs that a foreigner can do, because if you just work for a local company, they will pay you very little money.
I understand.
So you don't want to do that.
And after it, you went to Czech Republic.
Yes. It was when, unfortunately, the war started, 2014. So the war in the eastern part, the very, let's say, step one of the war, unfortunately. But if it was for me, I would stay, to be honest.
Really?
Business was good, very good. It's a country in which relations are very important. And you need to be extremely professional, because there's so many people that want to be in that business in Ukraine, because Ukraine is a large exporter of any type of agricultural goods, starting from sunflower seed oil until wheat, which is like, I think, even number one in Europe or number two, and so on. So you can imagine it's quite a huge business. There's a lot of money going on. So you always have competition, and you have also people that are very good establishing relations, because it's the most important thing for a businessman. So for me, I'm telling you, I learned most of my sales skills
in Ukraine.
And
the Slavic
atmosphere.
And when you went to Czech Republic, you were still doing your salesman business?
Yes. I started to work in an IT business this time. More like in IT sector. Yeah, and
How
I'm
was,
still there. You know, I'm
how
still
was the
working
transition
for.
from agriculture to IT?
I thought that I wouldn't be able to. Instead, selling is an activity you can do with a wide variety of goods or services and so on,
Yeah.
solutions. So, in the end, it wasn't obviously one really needs technicality. You need to be more technical. But you know, in agricultural business for machinery, you really need to be technical too. So in the end, I was used to it. They just really decided to invest in me. Cybersecurity for me was an incredible opportunity, and I was really thrilled to start. It was for me a new beginning, so that's why I did it.
If someone wants to get into sales, what would be the first thing they need to work on?
Sales is, as I said before, something that really has to do a lot with the relations.
Yeah, and you are so
I
good
really
at
doubt that sales will be replaced by AI or anytime soon, but I really doubt even in the future because it's really not about comparing things only.
no.
Comparing is just one of the
The
hands
easiest
of
thing.
the activities.
Yeah.
It's literally about showing your customer that you are completely committed to them. So it was definitely something that I felt always very cozy with. It wasn't very easy in the beginning for me when I was in Ukraine, especially. But once you know the language and once you really are able to establish these relations, it's a really nice job, to be honest. I really love it.
How would someone want to establish relationship with a customer? How would you do it? Let's say you meet, let's say, potential customer. How would you approach it from, let's say, IT perspective? You want to sell service in cybersecurity, for example.
So in IT especially, you have a lot to do with engineers and people who are very technical. They don't like people doing small talk.
Okay.
Very important. And studying in Finland, people hate small talk there. They would never do it. So it was one thing that I learned there. As you can see, it taught me really a lot too. And so approaching a new client, someone that I don't know, very important is to show them just what's really relevant for their position, for their job, to help them, you know, improving the situation or just help them doing their daily job. Because cybersecurity is something that it's literally 24/7.
Okay, yeah, non
You
stop.
cannot stop. Yeah, absolutely. And they know. Yeah, and obviously I know as well. So in Poland especially, engineer have very high degree, very high level, probably the best, among the best in Europe for sure, and among the best in the world. So it's you need to be really relevant in what you do because people don't want to waste time. Poland also, if we compare it with 20 years ago, they were attracting a lot of investments for manufacturing. Now they still do, but the investments in AI, investments in cybersecurity, especially with all the ramifications with military, security became even more important for this country. In the past, they were investing more for manufacturing. Now it's still ongoing, but what really took over and is even more important nowadays is cybersecurity, services, and all these companies that really have added value in high technology. Yeah. So.
And how do you see cybersecurity play out in the future with AI? Do you think that cybersecurity will be replaced by AI?
No, we cannot talk about that replacement. I mean, meaning that cybersecurity has a lot to do with user behavior, and user behavior will not disappear. But it's not like that AI can replace cybersecurity. AI can only, and is already doing that, can only help people doing their job in a better way. Yeah, It can help you with the automatization. It can really help you with creating policies, for example, writing code. Yeah, but this is not something that will really replace human mind or human labor.
It's impossible.
No, it's not that it's not possible. It's just that this type of AI is called generative AI. It's not its purpose. A lot of people are scared, about AI stealing a lot of jobs and so on. But in reality, AI in cybersecurity, especially, cannot really replace people. Human intervention. It still has to be there.
Yeah. Because you also have to see at the threats. Now hackers, they are using AI to make attacks.
Obviously. Obviously, and this is very important. So AI will be fundamental. It is already, but it's more like a companion.
Companion to you.
It will stay like that.
Okay.
It won't change.
It's not mature enough to change.
I don't see it even in the future, but I could be wrong. I don't think so, because AI in cybersecurity really is relevant. It really helps. It's very precious helper, but you cannot take all the decisions by itself. It would be problematic.
You need always someone who's guiding it.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I think so.
When you were in Czech Republic, were you working using English, or you had to learn the language there?
Czech Republic, everybody speaks English. However, if you want to do business, you need to speak Czech.
So you speak?
Yes. But I was working, a lot also with other countries. So I was using predominantly German or English, because there's a lot of international investors there too. But yeah, when I was meeting Czech clients, you need to speak Czech. At some point, it would be better.
So it's impossible to just stick to English.
A lot of people do speak it, so it wouldn't be a problem. But other type of people, like for example, a lot of clients in the public sector wouldn't speak English.
It's impossible, yeah.
No, maybe they do because they studied. Obviously, everybody's graduated and so on. But for their policies, when they have to, start an RFP, for example, a tender, you need to speak Czech and do everything in Czech.
How do you go about learning languages? Because you speak German, Ukrainian, English, Russian, Italy, obviously,
Polish,
Italian.
So I studied interpretation and translation at university. This really helped me. I went also to a school specialized in language for high school, so that's why basically.
So that's why you're good at learning and absorbing languages? Or?
Yeah. For me, it's easier than with anybody else because obviously I'm more used to speak more languages. So then my very first Slavic language was Polish. So thanks to that, then it really opened me the doors. The words are completely different sometimes in Russian, for example, and so on. But it really is precious. It really gives you the formalities that you need.
Do you think it's a matter of recognizing patterns in languages?
Yes, especially when there are cases like in German language or in Polish, Russian.
Let's say you wanted to learn French.
Yes.
How would you structure your study?
I speak French already, as you know.
I know.
French would be a language very similar to Italian in the grammar and so on. There's a lot of very different pronunciation, a lot of other factors. Yeah. Pronunciation is completely different, and other words as well. So approaching Neo-Latin language would be way easier for me that I am also a native speaker of Italian. Yeah. But then you need to differentiate and so on. What I always do with any language, and that's what I would do if I were to learn French, Arabic and so on, is to get exposed. So listen a lot. These are the very first things that people have to do. Be ready to listen, imitate, replicate the sounds, and then study.
Study like textbooks.
Ask people to tell you and so on. Arabic, for example, has a a way different alphabet. You need to write from right to left. So these are all things that should be taken in consideration. Yeah.
And what helped you is you lived in Europe, so it's easier for you to travel to the country and be exposed to the language.
Yes.
So other people, if they don't live in a country, like if I want to learn Italian and I don't live in Italy, I just have to watch some Italian TV shows or shows. What do you?
Nowadays is completely different, man. You know, think about it. When I grew up, and I used to go to school, and my school, the only way to read something in a foreign language would be to buy a magazine or a journal, because there was nothing like that. Internet was just at its very beginning, and in Italy, believe me,
It's all
it was not widely available. The only way would be to be honest with you, I didn't even have money to travel at all. There were even no low-fare companies. So cheap tickets
no cheap tickets
were out of discussion. And the only way would be, you know what? Having a pen friend, pen pal. So writing letters. And that's what I was doing. In order to improve my English, it was the only way.
Wow.
Yes. And listening to music.
Wow.
Music, movies, but even movies, there was no internet.
Yeah, so there's no translation.
Yeah, and in Italy we have dubbing.
Ooh.
So when I go to the cinema, I would just listen to an American person speaking in Italian.
Which is weird.
Or from any other country. So the only way would be to either get, at that time we had VHS cassettes from abroad, which was extremely expensive, believe me. Britain, now it's not in European Union, but at that time was in European Union, but it was still European community, so economic community. So even sending something abroad would be very expensive, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, it would cost money.
Yeah, I know. So they say learning new language is having another window to look at the world. Do you relate with this?
Absolutely, and it really helps you to understand that there's so much diversity, but it's actually a very good thing, you know. This was also the reason why I really wanted to live abroad and, you know, do my job, like, you know, in sales, because it was really getting in touch with the cultures as well. Very different cultures.
So basically with languages you can live at anywhere.
Yeah, obviously. That's the first thing one should do when, you know, when they move to Poland, for example, learn Polish and then just you know, enjoy the countries. This is really nice, you know, in the end. It's a very good way also to be more part of the community, part of the society. Yeah. Obviously, everybody speaks English in Poland.
Yeah, thank God.
But you know, if you really want to feel a part of the society, I would suggest everyone to speak it. You know, to speak the language first.
You said I stayed here for 20 years. What made you feel that Poznan, Poland, is home?
The relations or the friends, obviously, that always treated me like one of their friends, one of member of the family even that I have here. This was the reason why I chose to stay in Poznan again, because I could go to Warsaw. Would be actually way better for the business, but not better, but easier. Like, but you know, I don't mind driving to Warsaw more often. Yeah. But here I really felt nicely cozy, really, with the people, you know. And now I still have those friends that I met 20 years ago. But now I have new ones. Yeah, so it's also something amazing, you know.
And how do you make friends, especially in the Slavic countries?
Slavic countries usually it has a lot to do with drinking. culture. I don't drink
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
So what I do is that, I go out to international events, and there are polls. So it's good. Or I just go out, and I meet people like that. Going to vernissage, exhibitions and so on. It also helps. And Poles are very people with a really big heart, and way nicer, for example, even than other Slavic communities that I will not mention. But yeah, so it's much easier here to be friends. Poles have also this very peculiar skill that they really want to discover about new cultures. Yes. So and they speak a lot of languages as well, not only English. Speak a lot of Italian. I met a lot of people who can speak Italian very fluently. French language, German as well. So it's a population that is really very skilled for foreign languages, to be honest. So it was easier for me because some people want to speak practice their Italian, for example. So I'm still organizing some events with the Italian community here for the Italian culture, completely for free, obviously. And this also helped a lot to meet new friends.
Have you met a Polish who spoke Italian better than Italians?
Well, there can be, there can be. Plus, Italians sometimes they speak only their dialect.
Oh yeah.
It depends on where you live. If you live in a microcosmos, it's really possible that
He speaks better Italian. Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's really possible. Yeah. Also because Poles they really. And now it's so facilitated by low-fare companies, right?
Yeah.
Airlines. So they just catch a flight,
Go to
and
Bergamo.
go to Italy, Bergamo to Bari, Sardinia, Sicily, Rome, and Venice. It's also very popular, and just to practice even.
What's one thing Polish people get wrong about the Italian food culture?
To be honest, nothing, because they are very receptive. So once they know about the culture, or they speak the language, or they travel to Italy, they see how Italians behave, and Italians are very traditional with their food. Very conservative, for example. So definitely, Poles that live in Poland, they do these very weird experiments like pasta with marmalade, or they have, I don't know, pineapple on pizza, all stuff that you should never even dream of doing if you were accustomed to the real culture.
Yeah.
Then I explain them also that, you see, it's like if there were pierogi with mango marmalade inside, filling, or I don't know, I tell them like if there was this which is my favorite food. It's called the gołąbki. And I tell them like it's like gołąbki with Nutella filling. You just don't do this stuff. And they immediately understand what I really mean. So.
Do you get offended if someone tries something weird with the pizza or something?
No, this is one of the things that you learn once you're abroad. People can do whatever they want with their life.
For sure.
If they want to try this stuff, it won't taste good. So if they really want it, what can I do? But it's definitely something that we as Italians, we would say that, okay, it's a foreigner.
It's a foreigner, okay, yeah. And what's the word for foreigner in Italian?
Stranieri.
Stranieri. Yeah, stranieri. Because in my country we used to put ketchup on pizza.
It's, believe me, not only your country.
Yeah.
Germany, Finland. In Finland, it was my first time abroad, so I saw it there. For me, it was really, I said like, okay, you don't want. But I also met Finns that could speak Italian really fluently, amazingly well. And I remember that they would never do such a thing.
They respect the culture.
They respect the culture, they know, they stop doing it. They know that it's better to do your own sauce.
Okay.
Tomato, for example.
Tomato is better.
Nowadays you can find the groceries everywhere. Yeah, so
you don't have to.
you don't need to use just ketchup on pizza or on spaghetti. I saw.
Yeah, spaghetti. And what about people who eat spaghetti with bread?
Spaghetti with bread. I saw people eating spaghetti and cutting them with a knife. What can I say? I mean, again, it's most probably people that don't know, about how to eat it. Yeah.
And you've been around so many European countries.
Yes.
For sure, you've been around a lot of women.
Yes.
What's the difference between, say, Slavic women and Italian women?
Even between Slavic people there are differences. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's too wide as a topic. Italian girls in general, they are more eager to know you, and they are more like they really know what they want. Yeah. In the end.
That's very good.
Yes.
It's a very good thing.
In Slavic countries, it depends. In Poland, for example, women are extremely independent, but still they really have this huge appreciation for family. And it's something that they want to have usually. Kids, a husband, and so on. So probably they are the best type of mixture, because they're not too extreme like Italian women, too aggressive, but as well they are extremely attractive like Italian women. They are very nice, but they are more like oriented into being in a relationship with you. Yeah, Italian women too, but they're still too extrovert. For example, Ukrainian women are more like, I'm a woman, you're a man.
You take care of me.
There are roles. I take care of the house. I can take care of my family, the kids. I will be very attractive to you, and so on. But you are the man, and there are things that men do and things that women do. Yeah. To a certain extent, it was also very good, to be honest.
Yeah, because men and women are equal in value, but we are different in roles, if you think about it.
Yes, obviously. So I really liked it there too. They are, for example, Czech women are more on the, let's say, independent type of side, and it's not the same. Their level of saying like, okay, I want to be in a relationship, it really varies. Yes, so you really need to be very careful with that. Because they are not so, even though, for example, they want to have kids, it's more like the idea is more like, okay, I can have kids and I need you just for that.
That's all.
Then it's more like, because everybody nowadays, all women nowadays work. Financially they are independent and so on. So many of them don't want to probably have the negative sides, let's say, of having to live with a man. I don't know.
Live with a man, manage work and manage a kid.
But to be honest, also men there are like that. They are really like, okay, I will have kids with you, but then if something happens, I will not mind, Yeah, it's really.
That's not good. So
instead, this is way rarer in Poland, thank God.
I think it's rare with the older generation, with the new TikTok generation.
These are people that I will not date nor be with.
Thank God.
So it's okay.
Yeah. So if someone wants to get married, he needs to come to Poland or Italy. That's the.
I don't know. It really depends.
If he wants a family.
In Poland, I've never seen bad people as bad women. Obviously, there's any type of experience that one could have, but generally speaking, if you are way centered into having a family and to live with a person, and have a family together, I don't think there's a better place than Poland, to be honest. But in Italy, it's pretty similar. We are very religious as well, and so on. So it plays a role, anyways, in the society.
Do you think it's the lifestyle difference in Italy and Poland that makes it hard to have a family, say in Italy, because the economy, I'm not sure about what's going on in Italy, but I hear that it's
No,
tanking down.
economy, unfortunately. Italy was always a very traditional type of country, very conservative. Um, women, my mom has always worked, for example. Women work already for a long time. Economy is not the best at the moment. There's a lot of reasons why. Still, people want to have family. Yeah. Poland, obviously, it's different. It's a country that grows every year. There's more possibilities. But I don't think that Polish women are just looking for a job and then they are financially independent and then they say, okay, what am I going to do with a man? They would never say that. Yes. So it's just the way you're raised. And also probably they really got in touch with the true meaning, because I met a lot of people true meaning of a relationship. I mean, like that should be always love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's useless.
Yeah.
So yeah, for a foreigner, I definitely can tell that here it's fantastic, but it would be no different in Italy, for example. Yes.
It's just the economy.
Obviously, finding I'm from the south. In southern Italy, finding blonde girls or people with whiter hair, it's not like that. We're more. We're basically like you.
Yeah, Mediterranean.
We're Mediterranean.
Yeah,
so
we say in my country, it's a rare fruit that doesn't grow.
It's a rare fruit, but for example, if people like just to do the way people look in southern Italy, why not? I mean,
Why not?
yeah.
Yeah, and what about dating? Let's say in Poland, how?
I don't date, so I don't know.
It's hard.
I go out with my friend. Like if there's a girl that I like, I don't date total strangers, so I don't use apps, and I don't do this stuff. I do it the old way, which is you meet up with a person, with a girl in this case, and then you just try to get acquainted with her, like to know her better, understand if it's really worth it to see each other, and then you see each other, and that's it. And then
things are super simple,
Yeah, no, I don't do date. I tried, but it's not for me.
Yeah, dating apps are like the baddest thing ever that happened to me.
No, I was never into it. It lasted a few months, really. I don't like it.
Yeah, because dating apps, you have a catalog, and you just like what? It's like fruits. Like you're buying furniture. It's weird, yeah.
You know, on this topic, I can tell a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
The problem is that nowadays I really see, unfortunately, in Poland a little bit less, but I really see that people are using the type of language like catalog, added value.
Yeah.
I hear a lot this. Added value, yeah. And these are all words. This is wording, typical business wording, to be honest, for sales. This is something that I hear every day, used by my colleagues or some engineer, but I wouldn't like to have this type of analysis, let's say, using these words for, my heart life, for my sentimental life, I wouldn't use it, because it makes no sense. But it's exactly what this type of society that is based on applications, so just on image, because if you don't look fine in those apps or in those sites, you will never get a match, let's say. Whilst, for example, if someone would just get to know you better, and get to know what you do,
what's behind the visual,
also because like this, not everybody is Brad Pitt, to be honest. And not all girls are like celebrity people, so I would never. For me, for example, obviously the way we all look is important, but it's just one aspect. It's just one, and then there's a million of other things that are way more important even than just the way you look. One looks. Obviously you have to do whatever it takes to to keep on looking better as long as you can and so on. Yeah, this is very important. But in reality, we don't want to. First of all, the whole concept of dating is something that it's not European and it's not Mediterranean, it's not Slavic. It's something that comes from the States.
Yeah, the Western world.
Yeah, because in Europe, it was before everything was organized already by your family, my grandpa, for example. Then there was independence, and you were, dating your high school sweethearts, people from university, and you were really getting to know these people first. You were not dating a total stranger.
Yeah.
And then expect that at the third, fourth, or fifth, or sixth date, something would happen. It makes no sense. Understand? So it's really about to get out from this type of box, because it's a mental cage, literally. Yeah. This whole thing, like even I hear a lot of this evaluation scale, like from 1 to 10, makes no sense at all for me.
It's subjective, right?
It's not subjective at all. That's the problem. It should be subjective, but it isn't, because in the end, there's a scale that's been invented, God only knows by who, and then in the end, you should say like, this person is 7, I am a 5, you are 22.
How?
It makes no sense. 10 actually, because it's from 1 to 10. But it's really not the way it should be, because there's a lot of people that may have even red flags that for you are not even red flags.
Green flags.
Are green flags, obviously. For example, usually I assume people using dating apps, they want to have more like flirts and so on, or they're looking for easy encounters, you know what I mean? But in reality, if you're not looking for that, I wouldn't even use them. The only good thing that I could say about dating apps, and it's the only one that I found, is that they really may help you meet someone who's looking for someone. That's the only thing.
All.
But that's the only thing. All the rest, it really doesn't work well at all, And it should be, because this is the problem that we have in today's society. We allow technology to... In the past, it was to facilitate our relations, but now it's almost to substitute to a certain extent. And this is very wrong. It should never be used for that.
It will never work.
If I have my friends that I met in Finland, and if with some of them I'm still in touch, thanks to technology.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. But if I have only those friends, and I cultivate just those friendships, because I left, and now I'm somewhere else, so I'm always chatting with someone, it's also very wrong. Because our relations should be facilitated by technology, but not substituted by technology. I cannot say like, okay, I have friends, but they are there because I met them in person.
That's all.
Now I use technology to keep in touch. Yes, but what about where you are now? Yeah, you should have these type of things. And obviously, if you are using a dating app to meet people in Poznan, for example, like me and you, why are you using that? And why don't you just try to, go to some cultural events, go out, go to bars, go clubbing, go to international events like we do?
Or just go to the street and, if you...
You can get...
Actually, it's better, actually.
They could exchange you for a weirdo, but for a creep, they call it creep now.
But that's how it was in the old days. You see a beautiful lady, you approach her, you talk to her, you get her number, and then you schedule a coffee date. But now...
Do you know how many women now regret that nobody does it anymore?
I know, because of...
And because some men don't do it because they don't want to be called creeps, because some people are using the social media also to spread this message that, oh, look, I'm in the gym, I'm working out, and some stranger is coming to me. Sometimes it's not even true.
Not even true, It's called thirst trap. Yeah.
But, it's like that. I think soon it's already happening, that a lot of people are regretting, and soon it will be way more people that will regret it. Because This way, man will say like, okay, I'm described as a creep, I'm described as a psycho, I'm a nothing but a
Bad.
fantastic person, you know. I am never been a bad person in my life. I don't have this type of stuff, but if I have to be described like that, I just stay home or just hang out with my friends, you know.
Yeah, it saves you the headache.
And this is the danger, yeah. Instead, if you don't meet, if you don't date,
Yeah.
especially, and you, or if you date, at least you don't date total strangers, because total strangers, you never know what's there, you know, to be honest.
Maybe
It can be a psychopath. I don't know how many women are psychopaths as well. I mean, it's like that, but it's because it has nothing to do with gender. It's just amplified because I think even the social media and the application world really brought a lot of women to, they manipulated them into behaving like that. To saying like, oh yeah, this guy is bothering me. Maybe nobody's talking to you for weeks, you know, but they are saying that, or nobody was approaching you in any possible way. But you know, it's like, he's trying to do that, you know, like probably really far from that, you know, and a lot of men simply had enough, you know. But thank God in Poland, people still look for more this. To be honest, the younger generation, especially the Gen Z, they are more still relying on Tinder, on apps in general, and so on. I don't use it, so I do use them, so I don't know. But yeah, it's something that I think it's better to meet a person, you know, meet people, real life. Don't date strangers. When you will meet the person first time, that person will be a stranger, yes. But after that, if there is the will, you know, to do so, you will never regret it. Trust me. Yeah, it's way better, you know. And it doesn't have to. And this is the best thing, because even in the past, we as men, for example, we were never just looking just for a lover or for some. No, it depends. Sometimes you want because you like that person very much and you want it to land to a relationship or to a one-night stand, whatever it is. Yeah. But before you were fine even if the person would say like, no, I'm not that attracted to you, but we can be friends, and you would be fine with that. Actually, you would be friends. Yeah. And I think it's the best thing. To do that, because a lot of women tell me, you know, like, oh, but what is the right person for me? And the first thing that I tell them, like, have you checked between your friends? Because very often they are your friends already, and it's the right person for you, but just because you put them in that
category, friend zone.
Yeah, you friend zone them, as you say now. You say like, nah, it's just a friend, you know. Just a friend, man. A friend is a very important person in your life. Very important person. And why a total stranger should be better than your friends? Why?
Yeah, but
no.
But that's why friendship between men and women doesn't make sense. Because if a woman is, let's say, you are attracted to her, what you gonna do? Go and tell her this,
But
try to get
you're
a
not
date.
attracted to any woman, right?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
And with some of them, you can be friends. And for women, it's the same. They're not attracted to any man, you know, that they see.
Yeah, but I'm talking like, let's say...
Because, for example, this type of thing, I will tell you, it happens a lot in Russian-speaking world culture. So Ukraine, Russian Federation, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, all these countries that were part of Europe, Soviet Union and so on, they really think that there can be a real friendship between a man and a woman. Yeah. For example, in Ukraine, they were telling me all the time, nah, I don't believe in it. Girls were telling me, yeah. And men the same. They were telling me, no, there can be something like that. But to be honest, in my life, I have plenty of friends that I never was attracted to. And sometimes I was, but they weren't. And we're friends and that's it. What am I supposed to do?
Nothing.
I mean, yeah, it's fine like that, of course. But at least you have You know, all these people that, for example, when you throw a party, they will come, they will show up. When in time of need, you know who you can rely on. Yeah. And this is one thing that I don't see nowadays in relationships. Like, very often it seems more like some sort of a contract, a transaction.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's terrible, horrible, horrible. I mean, these are feelings. There should be feelings involved, and that's it. Obviously, it's better, but it was always like that. That a man has a stable life, financially, especially, and so on. But even a woman, you know, for example, for me, getting with a girl that would be extremely unstable would be problematic because she would be completely dependent from me, which I don't like, for example. And it has nothing to do with me being not generous or stingy. It has nothing to do with that. It's just because everybody should feel like they really are contributing to their lives as well, you know? So, and this is very important, I think, for a woman as well.
Sense of independence, that's a good thing, yeah.
Yes, but it's the sense of independence doesn't mean that, okay, I don't need you.
No.
Yeah? Because it's not like that.
Yeah, because men and women, they should make a team. They should contribute to everything
we
together.
need each other.
It's impossible to live alone without the other one.
It's possible. We all live alone. We live alone for a long time of our lives. Then we find the right person.
Exactly.
Yes, and usually the right person you will never find with a transaction. You know, by saying that, oh, you are
With Tinder.
like this or
With
you're like
Tinder.
that, or you are like this type of person that matches. You know, checks all the boxes. This is stuff that, believe me, if you go buy groceries, you check boxes.
That's all.
It's fine. If you need to buy a new TV set or a new computer, you check boxes. Yeah, because you see, oh, it has this and this that I need. But trust me, don't do it for feelings, for relations, human interaction. It should never be like that.
Yeah, that's what I think, that the media, the movies convinced men and women that there is always someone perfect. And then we have so many choices, yeah? And then we get stuck up in our choices. Let's say you find person A.
Yes.
She ticks all the boxes.
Yeah.
But you still wonder about the choices, the non-taken choices. Oh my God, maybe there is something else. And then you are stuck in a perpetual loop. Okay, I'm with this person A. She's good, she's great, but what about the road not taken? And that's the issue with social media and dating apps. They always give you this dopamine. There's always someone. There's always someone.
Yeah, no, this is really, I agree with you.
Yeah.
We shouldn't let it happen. We shouldn't. No one should. Also because getting bored and all this stuff.
That's the problem, man.
Shouldn't be part of it.
Yeah, but getting bored is part of life. Routine is part of life. You cannot expect to have fireworks every day of the day, like every year. You see.
Yeah,
that's the problem. And
but it's mutual. I mean, I don't expect a woman to always surprise me or to keep me entertained. And so I mean, it makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
Obviously.
That's the problem. I think. Yeah.
Well, no, we should never allow this to happen. To be honest, because it's really terrible.
And also now with social media, people that don't give attention to people that much. I've seen people like
3 seconds.
Yeah.
4 seconds of attention.
And then these apps are designed to take attention away from us. And then when they do it, it's kind of, they take love after it. Like if you love something, if you like something, what you're gonna do? You give it more attention. And then if you don't give it attention, there is no love. How do you expect to form relationships?
But because the attention should be constant.
Exactly.
Like you should never stop.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm in a relationship and I live with you and so on, we are part of each other. I mean, like you don't get bored. It makes no sense. For example, many things that happened to me were like that. Some women told me, "Oh, but you're always the same." I'm like, "What am I supposed to do? It's just me. It's just the way I am."
Do you want me to do like
What do you want me to do? To change? Like,
to dance?
I mean, like, no, it doesn't work like that, obviously. But there's very people, not all of them, but a lot, the most important people that told me, okay, you're always the same. We split. They told me they regretted it.
Yes, yeah, because
then they tried something else, but grass is always greenner, maybe somewhere else. But in reality, it's not like that.
No, grass is greener where you water it.
Yeah.
Because now people are just, okay, I don't want to work on this relationship, I will look somewhere else. They are chasing a ghost, basically. They look for another restaurant and they think, okay, the food is better there, but when they get there, it's the same.
It's the same. Like then you say, like, okay, but it's good too.
To have
So
something.
what am I gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, routine is part of stability. Like that's the goal of relationship.
But stability for some people is terrible. For me, it's the best thing ever.
Sure.
It's what I want to achieve, But for some people, it seems like it's not good. I don't know. Maybe these people are the same that then they say like, oh, I don't have a boyfriend for a long time. They say, oh, I'm with nobody. I mean, if you toss out the relations just like that.
And there is something wrong.
The problem is that after all you said about the technology, the way they manipulate, the problem is that they manipulated into a way that they turned us into very superficial people that only look at things that are completely unnecessary sometimes, or they are, but they are not important. They may be necessary to a certain extent, but they're not the most important thing, or definitely they are not the only driving factor for you to, for example, for a woman to say like, okay, I will stay with this guy or not. Like, I'm bored. Being bored is not an important thing. If you are bored, ask yourself why and what are you doing in order to not be bored. Because sometimes it's like that, and this is for men too. I mean, like, you say like, oh no, but I don't have or I hear a lot of times people say like, there was no spark, there's no spark anymore. What do you mean? Like,
it's like all from Disney movies, spark. There's no spark. Like,
there's no spark. It doesn't exist, this stuff. We're not fireworks.
Yeah, like, I mean, you dated like 20 women or 20 guys, like, what's sparky? Like, what's that?
You will never get, with that high amount of people.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You will never get a spark.
Yeah, that's the problem, because you get stuck in this perpetual loop, chasing.
Chasing, but without any sense.
Yeah, without any why. What's the why? We don't have any why. And then when you get older, you regret everything.
Absolutely. It should never be like that. I think that this is a very important part. We need to understand that human interaction is continuous. Mm-hmm. And if it's stable, it doesn't mean that it's bad or boring, No, it's very important. Especially to Gen Z, but not only to Gen Z. You need to understand that humans all have a value. They do. But the value that you're looking for is not a box that you check.
Yeah, I think because...
It's not like that.
Yeah, because so many people now, they don't want to build something together. They just want to move in, everything is ready.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the problem. They don't want to put on
It has to look like the ultimate couple that have a TikTok channel, YouTube,
IG,
or
Instagram.
I don't know what's the
Instagram.
Insta. For example, I'm not even on social media.
Yeah, I see. That's a good thing.
I used to be.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I really realized that I don't need it, and I feel so much better.
Yeah, man.
And in the beginning, it was even addictive. So in the beginning, I was not feeling well.
Yeah.
When I shut it down. But it lasted a couple of months, and then I felt fantastically well. Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's very good. Same with me. I don't have a personal Instagram. I just have it for work. That's all.
No, for example, I watch a lot of YouTube content.
That's better.
Because I can choose what I want, but also usually the content that I watch on YouTube is really something that enriches me, makes me feel better. Like, I really learn something, starting from recipes up to
Podcasts.
political analysis, you know, and very independent as well. So it's really something beneficial.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Nobody
have,
should exaggerate, obviously,
yeah,
but that's it.
and you shouldn't have these apps on your phone because they're always sending you notifications.
No, I
Dopamine
don't
hits,
have-
dopamine hits.
I
dopamine hits.
disabled the
Yeah,
notifications.
same thing with me. Yeah, because they have something that's called like stacked like dopamine. So each time, okay, and send him message, so you can go. Then when you go, you're stuck there. You see,
Yeah, no, it should never be like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's better not to.
back to the classics. Yeah,
Back to the class, but back to the interaction,
real life.
real life.
Real life.
Digital life and real life are not the same thing. They
Yeah.
are not.
And speaking of life, do you think that you will spend the rest of your days in Poland, or you
I really
maybe
hope
go
so.
back
I made
to
already a
Italy?
mistake leaving. Yeah.
So you made the
20 years
mistake
ago.
once and then no.
I cannot say it was a mistake. In the end, I really learned a lot as well. But yeah, definitely, I'm very glad that I'm back.
Poland is a magical country. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. As I said, I really feel like at home. I was. It was never like that elsewhere. Maybe in Ukraine, yeah, because I lived a long time there. But yeah, definitely Poland. I really love.
Do you believe in New Year's resolutions, or you believe in life resolutions?
Should be more like life. I mean, everything, you know, if you start training, you should do it for the rest of your life and so on. Yeah.
What's one thing you learned from 2025 you want to take it with you into 2026?
It's a good question. I learned about the importance of understanding who is in front of you. And this from my work and also in the interpersonal skills, you know, interpersonal life, you know, and that you really do need time to build whatever. It can be a professional relationship, it can be a personal, sentimental relationship, it can be a friendship. You need time. You need time. You cannot just force it, you know. It's very important for everything. So this is where I will bring into 26, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
On that notice, thank you so much. It was.
Thank you for having me.
I really
enjoyed.
Yeah. And now we will celebrate the New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Okay, let's party.
Let's party. Thank you so much.